Christie's, the same auction house that sold Beeple's Everydays for 69 million and basically lit the NFT world on fire, has just shut down its digital art department. Now, on the surface, it looks a collapse. People are calling it death of NFTs. But for us as digital artists, there is something deeper going on here. This is not the end. This is a shift. Let me explain. Remember 2021? Overnight, digital art was everywhere. Christie's was on the headlines. Beeple's 69 million sales was being compared to Jeff Koons and David Hockney. Auction houses rushed in. New platforms launched every week. And suddenly, we digital artists were the center of attention. But it was not just attention. It was a speculation, a bubble. People buying JPEGs for insane numbers, not because they loved the art, but because they thought they could flip it tomorrow for more. That was the honeymoon phase. And like every bubble, it burst. Between 2021 and 2022, NFT sales dropped by more than 90%. Platforms like Maker's Place, Non-Origin, Async Art are gone. Every Sotheby's, even Sotheby's, who had their big metaverse project laid off, most of their NFTs did. Between 2021 and 2022, NFT sales dropped by more than 90%. Platforms like Maker's Place, Non-Origin, Async Art gone. Even Sotheby's, who had their big metaverse project, laid off most of their NFT team. So Christie's closing the department is not a shock. It is part of a bigger contraction. Not just digital art, but the whole art market. Even blue chip galleries are struggling right now. But here is the part most people miss. Christie's is not abandoning digital art. They are moving it into the same category as 20th and 21st century art. That is actually a big deal. Think about it. For years, digital art was seen as something other. It had to be labeled separately. NFT art, crypto art, digital collectibles. Now, it is being folded into the main category alongside the painting, sculpture, and photography. That means digital art doesn't need its own glass box anymore. It is not an exotic novelty. It is recognized as art, period. That is not rejection. That is graduation. And for us, that is liberating. The hype tourists are gone. People who bought NFTs like lottery tickets have left. What remains are the artists and collectors who actually care about the work itself. This is the moment where artist-led platforms, small communities, and peer-to-peer networks matter most. Without Christie's or Sotheby's directing the spotlight, the taste making comes back to us. We get to define what digital art is becoming, not just what the market speculates on. Also, let's not forget the blockchain itself is not dead. Provenance, ownership, and immutability are still powerful tools. They give digital art something it never had before, a permanent record of authenticity that is going to outlast any hype cycle. So, the bubble popped, but the art remains. Now it is finding its rightful place in contemporary art history. So here is what I would say. Christie's shutting down the digital department is not the death of digital art. It is the clearing of the noise. It is the start of a new chapter where digital art practice stands on its own, without hype, without novelty. And this is where we as digital artists need to double down. Keep experimenting, keep creating, keep building communities outside the control of big institutions, because the truth is, Christie's didn't make digital art, we did. And we will keep doing it long after the market cycles have gone and come and gone. The NFT gold rush might be over, but the real work, the art, is just beginning. Thank you.